Okay. So that's there. Now, let's see. It occurs to me that before I launch the stream, maybe I should have made sure that the game would run on my computer. Yeah. Okay. So how about this? Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come here and then be very disappointed in my computer that it's not. Oh, okay. It automatically pulled up Disco Elysium. Good job, computer. That's 1 point for you. Also, though, where's my face, computer? Why are you throwing this shade at me? No, I shouldn't be. Oh, also, everyone, hi, welcome. If it seems like I'm talking to myself, well, I am. I'm always talking to myself on these streams, but here I'm also talking to you. Welcome, but also, Aaron is here, and I'm going to turn on his audio so I seem slightly less deranged than normal. Aaron, welcome.
Oh, I had such an impulse to just be quiet. Yeah! It sounded like you were really crazy.
That actually would have been very good. I would respect that.
Oh, it would be such a good play. Dang it.
Okay, now I'm still... Hey, computer, though, I'm super sure you were pulling my video before. So why you be like this now?
Why you be like this?
This is the thing I did check. And it did the thing good. And now there's so many options under this little tab that it fills me with terror. I don't want to... How about it? What if I turn it off and then turn it on again? No. What if I act... Oh, wait. Hold on. There it is. Look at that gross, like, non-green screen, like, just raw, a block of me in the corner with no thought to proportion or style. There it is. So, now, everybody, out of curiosity, how overpowering is that background audio from the game compared to, say, Aaron's voice as he sings something from the Pirates of Penzance?
I am the very model of a modern major general. Do you really want to put me on a spot for musicals?
I mean, I knew I knew for you that was a very safe pull.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I know you. Like, I trust you at this point.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Although,
just, hustle me for musicals anytime.
I mean, you passed there. I will say a solid B+. The true flying colors would have been, I am the Admiral of the Sea, the ruler of the Queen's Navy. Although I might have just shamed myself. Is that not Pirates of Penzance? Is that HMS Pinafore?
That is HMS Pinafore. So, yeah, you get timeout.
Yep.
Very good.
But do I get half points because I recognized it as I was doing it?
The French judge awards you a 7.5.
Okay, so everybody here is saying neither is too loud for me. Turn down the BGM a bit.
The background music.
Background music.
BGM background
I thought it might be a sex thing, honestly. options.
You know what? It is. Why are we to assume that it could directly be the video game that you were playing? It's probably a sex thing.
I mean, isn't almost everything a sex thing? Hold on. Is there a master volume, which also sounds like a sex thing? Maybe I'm just riled today.
Excuse me, Master Volume. Will you please get into the swing? Yes.
Master Volume is my. Oh boy, no. Nope. Well, nope.
This is a great start.
This is a great start, Aaron. We're killing it. Also, I'm looking at something that says hardcore mode. Now we have our tone.
That is a sex thing. That hardcore mode is a sex thing.
Okay, now I'm going to start, because everything I'm going to say about this game is so glowing. I am now going to say, here we have several distinct toggles. We have environment volume, voiceover volume, music volume, UI volume, weather volume. I admire the
weather volume,
the degree to which it breaks all of this down. However, I am going to be critical of the fact that there is no master volume slider, which means that, okay, the real thing here is the ambient music. Okay, that's less ambient music. I don't know if that's for everyone or if it's just for me. I actually have a great deal of trouble processing multiple auditory inputs at the same time. So like, I don't know if you notice, I took one of these off. Even just talking to the stream, if there's too much ambient music, I have trouble talking if there's a lot of music in my head, let alone having a conversation with Aaron or listening to his voice.
Welcome to Delilah's radio talk show.
Okay, so everybody, let me just say, okay, no, wait, no, it's not yet. Okay, everybody.
Oh boy.
Disco Elysium.
What?
Disco Elysium. Everybody, I'm going to make a statement here. I don't think I have been as impressed by a game in a decade as I was impressed by Disco Elysium. It's possible that this game has impressed me more than maybe any other game I've ever played.
Wow.
Right? And I say that with deliberation and forethought. That's not me as I'm rambling and like half of my brain is playing the game. That is me saying, no, like since I played it and loved it so much, whenever I start talking about games with people, I bring up Disco Elysium. And it's not just that I want them to play it or that I want to tell them about it. It's that then I want to say, hey, I don't just want you to play this. Please do a video call with me so that I can literally show you this game. Or like, it's such a selfish thing where I'm like, no. Don't just you go off and enjoy the best thing ever. I want you to do it with me so I can like experience your joy. This, and we're going to get into it because, those of you who might not know Aaron yet, he is helping out here at Eladin, doing community manager stuff and just so many other things. But a lot of times we'll have a meeting and we will go down a rabbit hole about game design, about just anything. And he told me that he was excited to play Disco Elysium. And I'm like, oh no, like come, I want to talk about this game with you. So I was excited he was going to play it so we could talk about it. But at the same time, I'm like, but seriously though, can you ride along so I can not just throw my thoughts into the void of like Twitch where I'm kind of talking at my chat about how I feel, being able to have like a conversational partner, like a banter buddy, if you will, who digs games and, and will like argue with me and disagree with me as we talk about this game. I'm so excited about.
I kind of thought that, so yeah, I'm super excited about this game, but I thought this was going to be like a friendly discussion about the narrative and the gameplay mechanics, but really what you're doing is siphoning my hype for your own purposes, which I respect. There's a truth to that.
It's, as one of the joys that is not often discussed of like being a parent is like as you get old, you get tired and like all of the color fades from the world, and you learn to, you forget how to actually experience joy just as a process of aging, and the fact that you get calloused all over your heart and mind and body. But then like a young person comes into your life that sees the world like with joy and a fresh perspective. And then you consume that joy. That's why people have children. And similarly, you can do this with your friends, with your romantic partners. Oh God, Aaron, is this why I have no relationships? I mean, wait, are we live? We are live. Hold on.
Oh goodness, this is now a session, and you're gonna have to pay me for that. Let me get my notebook.
But
I think we're good.
The thing, like the thing is right now in chat, probably I know people are going to start saying, I don't know if he's joking or not. And then I'm going to have to admit, I don't know if I'm joking or not. So let's jump right in. New game.
Okay, I'll bite. So what is a game? What
is a
Elysium? I actually did some research before jumping in here.
Okay, now hold on.
Disco.
Actually, if this is our first one, everybody knows who I am because I'm famous. But Aaron, some people here know who you are. Do you want to do your brief elevator pitch? And also, I'd love it if I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself a couple of times over these first couple of sessions. And I'd like each one to be distinct and largely non-overlapping. Go.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. My name's Aaron Turbo Hoodie Amendola. I am the community manager here at Eladin Enterprises, and I talk to Pat about games. In addition to that, I'm also a game designer. I'm working on a game called Curtain Call, the high school theater RPG. You can download the starter kit of Curtain Call at curtaincall.games. Once again, that's Curtain Call. Life's got enough drama. Make some of your own. Boom. Did it.
Holy
shit. Salesman.
Aaron,
you ready?
That was so good.
Thank you.
See,
thank you.
The other thing, Aaron, like everybody in the chat, you know that like doing that to a person is very gross, what I just did, except I know Aaron. And like, I know Aaron can catch these balls. These are underhand lobs that I'm giving him. I know he's good for it.
No, give me credit, please. Please give me credit. I sustain myself on this.
So now you said you did some research for Disco Elysium.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was just like bewildered to find out that this game was made by this is the first game from just like what how it's like seeing a 30 under 30 list in your 40s and being like, I guess I'm done with pretty much everything. But this was designed by a fellow named Robert Kurvitz, and disco actually means to learn. So really in the midst of playing this game, you are learning Elysium. Which I think is pretty neat.
Ooh. I knew from because I never do traditional research. But as I started playing, everyone's like, oh my God, Pat, Disco Elysium. And I was like, yeah. And I really was angry because I started playing it, I think literally the day it won every award, but I didn't know. So I started playing it and I'm like, I have to tell everyone about this game. And then everyone already knew about this game, and I was salty because I wanted to be the hipster who had before. I didn't start playing this because of the awards. People in the chat recommended it. I started playing it, and I gotta say, I'm not saying other people don't love this game. I'm saying that other people, they don't love this game like I do. They cannot love it as much as I do, and for the right reasons. Because and their love is fine, but oh man, okay, I'm so excited. I do know that this is the sort of thing, you know how most truly stunning movies are written and directed by, now also there's a huge bunch of shit out there that's written and directed by. But like, usually when you see something that is like, oh my God, how did this happen? It's that there is a person with a lot of control, and also probably a certain flavor of madness. This sort of game, I feel, can only be made by a particular sort of person who is my favorite sort of crazy.
Like an auteur for games.
I don't know exactly how I would have to Google that, and then I worry I would screw up all of my streaming. But did you ever play, was it called Arabian Nights, that the board game?
Oh my goodness. I've heard of it. I've never played it.
That was also made by someone that is like this, like, or for example, to pick like something off the top of my head, somebody who, say, like worked for 14 years on a book obsessively, kind of knowing.
Who would that be?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, so here's the thing. You could pick things like this and just be like, sure, I'll play a game, make a character for me. Can somebody throw up a quick poll in the chat? Does anyone, when you're playing a game, I want to know who in the chat makes their own character or picks a prefab during their first playthrough.
I'm going to tell you right now.
No.
I always create a new character.
We can't.
FYI.
We can't spoil our scientific poll.
Influence?
We're not going to push. We're going to say, hey everybody. I'm hoping somebody can do a poll. I only dimly remember. Do I hashtag poll? Hashtag poll.
Here we go.
No, wait. There. How do character? Okay. Somebody did it.
How do character creation?
I'm gonna. Okay. So it's there, and I think this will only go for like a minute, but I want to just see these numbers before I speak myself on this subject.
I think the follow-up question is how many people spend all their time in character creation and then never play the game?
Right.
Because that's probably a pretty good percentage.
Because that's really what we're doing here today. That's our only goal, is to create the character that I'm going to do in this playthrough. Because Aaron's going to play his own game, because I can't
for the first time.
Yeah, he's never played this before, but he's going to do it on console because he's one of like a millennial.
Oh my God, are we doing this right now?
I don't even know really what millennial means.
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
It means I'm ruining the country, apparently.
Yeah. So, okay, so here we go. Like a vast majority of people are right-thinking humans who make their own characters. For me, like it would be absolutely unthinkable to simply take a prefab character, to the point where I almost don't understand how anyone can choose anything else. But I'm very aware. Okay, so here, I actually don't remember this aspect of it. So here we go.
Whoa.
So here we have intellect, and here's your toggles. And here's motorics, which is your senses and agility.
I thought it was if you were going to become a car. I have no idea what this game is. I'm so excited, but I have no clue what
exactly. So I'm going to say, with the first time I played this, I'm like, well, this is a cop game, right? I'm like, and taking a step back here, I'm like, oh, well, you can be a thinker, like a physical cop. Oh, of course, like you can run through the game beating people up. You can be, and I'm like, well, this is a cop game. I want to play Sherlock Holmes. So I kind of dumped into intellect.
Okay.
And kind of, and like for me, like wisdom is always the great dump stat because I want to play like a person who makes bad choices. So, but the thing is, I in no way understood how complex and beautiful the character system was here. So,
I just understood something. So I thought that what was on the left was like, if you're so far on one side, you were just average or terrible. So like if you were bad at motorics, being a transformer, you were just average. And I had no clue what that meant because your video is over the left side.
Oh
so
no.
This makes a lot more sense now.
Okay. So here, like, I will tell you, doing something like this middle of the road thing, already I feel bad. I feel bad trying to make this middle character, but they do a really good job. There is no good dump stat here. Now, I'm going to go to the chat and I'm going to say, hey, everybody, where is Shivers located?
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Right. Like Aaron, we're going to get there. Just give me a second. And I'm going to wonder if I just step into next, will it tell me it's in Psyche? So I think we're doing this at least. I don't want to be like real bad, stupid. Oh God. Just one more point. I don't want to be stupid. You got to have one kind of weak thing though. Physique? Okay, so like this is not it yet. This is just where we start, because what if it's this? Okay, let's go. So now we're going to go to next. Now, Aaron. Okay. Aaron. Welcome to Wonderland. Aaron. Okay.
Oh, geez.
Aaron, this is our whole podcast, is us just always talking about this forever. So
wait.
No, wait. Okay? Because everyone just take a minute. Just take a minute and look at this. I'm going to turn off my camera because I'm not going to occlude any of this beauty. Right? So let's go somewhere obvious. Let's go to logic.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Raw intellectual power and deduction. So I have 3 levels of intellect. And so this gives me 3 in all of these skills. Oh, now somebody lied to me. Shivers is physique, so now I got to back up and do this over. But so here's the thing. What is you get to pick a signature skill, which gives you an extra pip of capacity. We'll get to that. I just want to talk about what these skills are. Because what we're going to do is immediately, we got to Psyche. No, okay, no, wait. What is in Psyche before I sell it off like the monster I am. So here, volition. Holding yourself together and keeping your own morale up. You know, that's pretty good. Now, yeah. Aaron, I'm going to tell you a little story, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Empathy is a stat in this game, and that by itself would get it a gold star out of the gate, even if I had not seen this. Because I tried to lowball Psyche, because I always sell off wisdom when I'm making a character. I want to play somebody who's awesome and clever and who makes bad choices, because that's fun for me. But empathy is part of this. What happened is I had a conversation with somebody, because I also always want to play the fast talker, the sweet talker. But the thing is, what happened is I was playing this game, and without spoiling anything, I was talking to somebody and they told me a problem that they were having. And I was like, oh, well, don't worry, little lady. I know what you want. I'll fix this for you. And it's like, and now it's like, hey, roll your empathy stat. And I'm like, but my empathy is 1. And so I fuck it up. And so I am awful and I ruin this and I can't go back and fix it. And then I've got to ride. It actually gives me a quest based on my failed empathy, where it's like, now my quest is to do this thing that this woman obviously wants so her white life will be better. And I was horrified but I was forced to play the character I made who sucked at empathy. And I was like, and I felt awful. And I'm like, oh my God, everyone. It was beautiful and horrible. And I loved it and I hated it. And I have never had an experience like that in a game before. So here's the thing. I can't totally sell off Psyche because for me, empathy is very important in a character. But also,
Sure.
Look at this. This skill, Inland Empire, hunches and gut feelings.
Oh, all right.
Authority, how to intimidate and assert yourself. Esprit de corps. This is understanding cop culture, which you're a part of.
Oh.
Suggestion, charming people.
Okay, so you're basically like Emma Frost if you have suggestion then.
A little. I mean, this is also, I want to play somebody who is like a negotiator and a persuader, because I want to, and I always want to play a dialogue game, even if the game isn't supposed to be a dialogue game. But this game is a dialogue game. So
I'm so excited. This is going to be so good. Can I help? So I think based on the skills that I see here, I want to play a well-intentioned himbo, like somebody that is just super strong and like knows a little bit about people, but is really silly and foolish. So would that be the third row down, like endurance, pain threshold, physical instrument?
So again, normally if I'm playing dialogue, it's like, I'm going to be tactical. I'm not really in this to be a bruiser. And here's what's going to keep me from absolutely lowballing this. It's this one. Shivers.
Okay.
This is your being attuned to the supernatural. Which, here's the thing. Okay. If you don't buy this, I think for you, the world simply is not supernatural, right? This is one fucking stat, Aaron. I ran into something and I was doing it, and then I think it might have, like, maybe there was a ghost, except for me, no, it was an electrical disturbance.
Oh, so okay, I'm Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy then. I just don't believe in the supernatural. I take everything as I see it. Maybe?
I don't know. And then this is like Half-Light is like effectively letting your lizard brain fucking run you. You know? Electrochemistry. Oh, how about this as a stat? This is how good you are at drugs.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Physical instrument. This is like just being healthy. This is kind of like your health. Pain threshold. Endurance. A lot of these are like health in some way. Let's go all the way down here. Hand-eye coordination, kind of like dexterity. Perception. Sure. Again,
good.
Reaction speed. So here we see this theme of like, so you kind of want to be like smarts, social, strong, fast, except then you get this savoir-faire. This is sneakiness and fucking panache.
Yes.
Which is not fast. Yes. Interfacing is like being good at machines. Composure is like poker face, and like,
do you have to unlock these left to right, or can you just mix and match them as you want?
Well, here's the thing. You see, and I'm trying to remember, you effectively see each of the, you have all of these at the level of this thing on the right. So like I have 3, I'm going to remove this here. Come on, go turn off the signature skill. How do I turn it off? Can I
and
unconfirm?
Pat, we got a lot of people in chat asking, the Final Cut version of this game comes out on Tuesday. Are you going to be making your character in Final Cut, or are you starting it right now today?
Oh, so I assumed that here, like, because I just downloaded like a 2 gig update for this. I'm assuming that is the update. Given that I'm not probably going to play this a lot today because we're just going to make this character and talk about this game. If a whole new version of this comes out, I think that I already get that as having bought the original Steam version.
Yeah.
But also, how do I unsignature this skill? How many signatures can I? Oh, okay, it's just going to move. So here's the thing, with 3. So like here is, here's this. So right now, I think what I have in each of these is I think I have like 1. I think I have like a 4. And then as I gain experience, I can spend them in here. So effectively, I would then have a 5. But you can only spend as many as there are boxes. So like if you have a 2 physique,
okay,
like you start with a 2 and everything, but the most you can ever get is a 4. Mm-hmm. And so what I did the first time is I wanted to be Sherlock Holmes. And so I came up here and I bought logic and all of these things.
And the drug use probably too then, right?
Well, I had to lowball that because that was not in the place that I wanted. I didn't get it. But and what happens here, your signature skill, as you see here, you automatically get 1 pip. So right now, encyclopedia is just like how you, like weird shit
That's a very Rothfuss thing.
Right?
Encyclopedia is very Rothfuss,
well,
yeah.
And because I played this so high, I was constantly getting little tidbits of information about the world as I played through, because there's a ton of passive stat checks all through this. So like just what the game gives you is dependent on who you are. So I would constantly win all these encyclopedia checks just as things were being described or passively in dialogue. So, okay, let's finish off here. Logic, of course, fairly self-explanatory. Encyclopedia is things you know about the world. Rhetoric is persuasion and intellectual discourse. Drama is lie and detect lies. Conceptualization is, get this, understanding creativity and seeing art in the world.
What?
Right? Aaron, right?
This is amazing.
Who does this in character? Who builds this into the... And the thing is, from what I've seen, none of these is just like, oh, I'm going to put some points into this, and then it never comes up in the game. There were whole quests based on conceptualization. I had a high conceptualization, and there were things I could not do because it wasn't high enough. Because I was trying to like figure out a fucking mural, and I couldn't. I wanted to do
my dummy himbo is going to have no conceptualization, is not even going to understand art. People have to explain to him what a painting is every time, and I'm very excited.
So, can somebody...
Have you finished this game before?
No, I played like maybe half, maybe 2/3. I don't know how long it is. So, can somebody in the chat tell me, what are the specific effects of signature skill? Does it only just start me with a extra point in it, or are there extra things?
Play the Jeopardy music while chat answers.
So here's what I'm going to do. I've got to take a step back because I want shivers, and I want hunches and gut feelings.
Shivers is such a great way to describe supernatural vibes. That's so good.
Yep.
The vibe of this game is strong.
And you we were talking a little bit just about, you said you love the term looter narrative, and I'm like, oh,
Incidents, yeah.
I just learned it like a year ago. The art and this game mesh, and normally I'm a little blind to some art stuff. You just get oh, hold on. It's an extra point and a raised cap. Oh, yeah. So here you see, I should have only 3 boxes in all of these, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
But because I put my signature skill in Encyclopedia, it raised all of my potential growth. So that means I can spend more into all of the intellect skills because my signature skill is there.
And so I'm guessing, like, if you have 4 in logic or 4 in rhetoric, there are checks that you might be able to pass with 4 pips that you would not be able to pass with 3.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Mm.
And so the maximum learning cap of every skill within that group of 1. Thank you, Just to Watch. And here I was worried it wouldn't be here, Aaron, but now, here it says call upon all your knowledge and produce fascinating. It's like that would be cool enough, but wait, there's more, because this is the overview. Let me see. Here's the real shit. Because and here, let's finish it out. Visual calculus is reconstructing crime scenes and making sense, laws of physics work for the law. And so this is like
Batman.
Like, exactly. This is the Batman skill. This is the Dexter skill. This is like, I can conceptualize. It's like, this is your clue finding,
I'm really happy that the jump from Batman to Dexter was not too difficult, which says a lot about both those characters.
Yup. But now, watch. Visual calculus verses you not only in the laws of the state, but the laws of nature. It enables you to create virtual crime scene models in your mind's eye. You'll see how a bullet shattered the glass, and from that, trace its trajectory with mathematical precision. You'll also count so many footprints, and at a glance, discern shoe size and design, as well as height, weight, and gender of the people that wore them. At high levels, visual calculus makes the world reveal its secrets to you. And now, Aaron, this is why this might be my favorite game ever. But you may be so absorbed by your mind diorama that you don't notice as crooks steal your pants. At low levels, too much of any of these, it explains why there's a downside to too much.
So you can't min-max.
Oh, you can, but it's saying from the jump, like, you can be Sherlock Holmes, and you know what the downside to that is? You're fucking Sherlock Holmes. Dude is miserable. He's a fucking hot mess. So, at low levels, your mind's eye will be blind, and reconstructing crime scenes will be difficult. So, like, every one of these, conceptualization.
No, wait, hold on, because what this is leading me to believe is that you can be Sherlock Holmes, but you'll spend a lot of the game without pants. Is that correct?
I mean,
because that's amazing.
I mean, I play every game without pants.
Yeah, the pandemic has hit us all differently. I understand.
But like here, for example, look at empathy. Empathy breaks into the souls of others and forces you to feel what's inside. It enables you to notice social cues others may miss. Perhaps a hidden sadness that you could coax out a little more, or a strange joy from someone who should be bereaved, or a hidden resentment that could return to harm you later. At high levels, empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows and punch walls to relieve their angers and be an even more unstable cop. With low empathy, however, you'll be an ungainly beast unable to talk to anyone without upsetting them. There is, and again, I always refer to the double-edged sword of empathy, which, P.S. everyone, I believe is the defining human characteristic. The more empathy you possess, the more human you are. And it is not without consequences, because feeling what other people feel helps you be a better human, it does not make your job of being human easier. So
100%.
every one of these things, it's like, oh, would you like to be logical? At high levels, logic will be able to solve even the most complicated puzzle. You'll be very proud and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. For those blinded by their own brilliance often miss important clues. With low levels of logic, you're going to have a hard time solving puzzles. And even if you find the pieces, good luck putting them together. But also, look at this, rhetoric. Because again, I play a persuader character. So here it is. This is, debate, intellectual discourse. At high levels, it will make you an impressive political beast, one whose beliefs are impenetrable, which is to say, one whose mind will not change, one who will calcify. However, with low rhetoric, you'll have a hard time shooting down other arguments, and nailing people to their testimonies will be impossible.
This is meaty. And
this is amazing.
I really appreciate us doing the Sherlock Holmes thing, but I need to know about the ghosts. So if you could show me Shivers, I want to know if I can speak to ghosts.
At high levels, shivers so it says shivers come when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. It enables you to hear the city itself, to truly belong to the streets. It's a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in present time. Senses across the city happen in front of you. But who is speaking to you? At high levels, shiver may make you seem mad to the outside world as you listen to the city and don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With a low shiver, though, you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you can't hear it, how can you save it?
That's a great way to end that paragraph. Damn it, that's really good.
And so now here at half light, this, and here it says here, like the TLDR is cool for high-strung investigators. Shoot now, ask questions later cops. And surprise haters. That's what Half-Life is good for. What is suggestion? Good for diplomats, charmers, and sociopaths. Ow, I feel seen and attacked. Where here, like, and again, to go back to the overview, this is how charming you are. Again, as distinct from, perhaps, where's the other one? Rhetoric is logical argument. Suggestion is how charming you are. But neither one of these, I think, is quite, this is intimidation. But where's persuasion?
Can you show me Inland Empire?
Yeah, Inland Empire. I'm so curious. Right. And like, so here, dreamers, paranatural investigators, and mental creators. Inland Empire is the unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. It enables you to grope your way through invisible dimensions of reality, gaining insight into what sight can't see. What's really going? What do these enigmatic riddles mean for the world fate? At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your closing, conversations that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. With low Inland Empire, however, you'll be a void of imagination and character. And then how will you shape the cosmos?
This game is good, right? Because this is a separate game in and of itself. I just love the character creator, but the game is good, right?
The game is so good.
Setting me up. Okay.
The game is so good. I would not betray you like this. I would not plant my flag in this hill. Well,
if it was just the character creator, I'd be like, yeah, I love it, game of the year. But
right.
This isn't even the game.
It isn't even the game yet. But here's what I'm saying. The promises implied in this character creation are brought forth. Because I'm just going to look at this now, because what I played before was hyper rational, and it was interesting and I enjoyed it, but what I'm really curious in this one is I want to play like smart. And actually, here's what I think. I think I need to go back. I think I'm going to actually take this down one. I'm going to take this up one. Can I be the weakest? No, I shouldn't be the weakest.
This is good because it's making my himbo who talks to ghost build more viable.
Well, and here's the tricky bit. Oh, motherfucker, I clicked the wrong thing. Continue. But also I'll say this is, in some ways, I am very frustrated by this character creator, which means it's a good character creator. Because if I can buy everything I want, then effectively that means this game is not deep and rich.
Yeah, there's weight to your decisions right off the bat.
Yep. So, and in some ways, I do like the thought of us playing this game together to get a lot of the experience, even if it's only like hearing from you about your playthrough, because let me just see how this feels. Because, you know, oh no, wait, can I do a paranormal Sherlock Holmes? Like, as Sherlock Holmes, but he also gets, because the one that I really want to do maybe is, this is like Shivers and Inland Empire is kind of where I was thinking for this playthrough. Mm-hmm. Because the things that I brushed up against that were only hinted at, I could not do because of lack of Inland Empire and Shivers. Now, I don't think it's bad if both of us want to play Ghost Cop.
Is that like Good Cop, Ghost Cop?
Good Cop, Ghost Cop. Maybe because I'm thinking, and again, I like this signature skill thing, because it means what I could do, like if I drop the signature skill here, it effectively gives me more room to grow in there. But it also lets me sort of pick a skill that I value in a set of skills that I'm not so interested in. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, what if I'm going to tune down my physique, and then I could either go up in psyche or intellect.
What if one of us hears too many ghosts and the other one hears not enough?
Right. And see, I think it's the extremes within which this game will because I will say it's hard for me because I always want to play like the best game and tell a good story. But also when I got screwed by my lack of empathy, it was the most delicious and horrifying game experience. And I respected the game so much for being like, hey, dude, you built this monster. Now you sit there and you do it. You want to play somebody with no empathy? Okay, here it is. Play it. Smoke all these cigars, and then we'll talk about how much you love smoking. And so now, but here's the thing. I also don't want to stand in the way of you playing your beautiful himbo Ghost Cop.
I basically want to play Dean from Supernatural, but like with empathy, because Dean does not really care about other people. He cares about Sam. I want him to be able to hear ghosts and talk to his clothes. That's kind of where I'm going right now.
So I'm thinking. See, and again, this would be easier if I could pick these individually, because I'd be like, how about all art, visual calculus, ghosts, perception, and drug use. Like that. Ooh, come on. Just let me do that.
You're John Constantine, basically, which is great. More games should let you be John Constantine.
But also, it's not letting you. That way, you could effectively min-max in a way that would keep you from dealing with the consequences of being unbalanced. And this will force you.
Buy this game right now on stream. God damn it.
I mean, because you can't play it till Tuesday, right?
I can't play till Tuesday, but I want to get into the character creator. Like, I want to have like a graph so that on Tuesday when I boot it up on my PS5, I can be like, these stats go, these stats go. His name is Fig Newton. We're gonna go and just play from there.
So now I'm thinking. So how about this? Are you playing? Like thick boy? Like he's big?
Yeah, I kind of want to make him beef. You know, beef.
I know beef.
He's just going to be surfer, himbo, well-intentioned, wants to support everyone.
So in that case, because my gut tells me, based on my experience of this game, that if like this real supernatural cop is going to be Inland Empire and Shivers.
Okay.
And so,
then I think I may go for Half-Light.
What's
and Visual Calculus?
Yeah, and Half-Light here is your flight or fight. Again, this is your paranormal, like. Or not your parasympathetic nervous system. But this is also like, this is your spidey sense kind of. So here, Half-Light makes you ultra tuned to the world, a perpetual fear of your own shadow, or at high levels, you know? You'll be ready.
Well, you said spidey sense, so you've kind of already sold me. Like anything Spider-Man, I'm probably a sucker for.
But again, listen,
yeah.
This is real spider sense, not the bullshit thing in the comics. This is hypervigilance.
It's anxiety.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It is perpetual fear of your own shadow, of someone else's name or scent. You'll be ready always to pounce and physically interrogate passersby. At low levels, however, you'll find your survival instinct is lacking. And those who respect violence will not respect you. So again, all of these things it's not like, are you beefy? It's like, how like into your body are you? And so I'm thinking, how about this? Give me 1 second. I'm going to say, oh my God, somebody just made an amazing suggestion in the chat saying, can't we do this co-op? Like, couldn't we have a buddy cop flick? It's not. It's not. It's not. God damn it. But honestly, this is, no spoilers here. You do have a partner, because of course you have a partner, because this is a cop story.
Oh, it's Lethal Weapon? It's not like Dashiell Hammett. It's actually two cops.
You have a partner, and it is stellar. It is stellar. Your partner is amazing. So, so now I'm thinking, if I was just making this without trying to like make it with somebody, I would do this. I think I would do this. And here, come on, let me click it. And then, because this is just sort of your, like, what you can do. And everybody, effectively, because I forget, because it's been more than a year since I've played it. When I have a challenge, say, to empathy, right now with this character you're looking at on the screen, would I like effectively have a 4 in empathy, or do I have a 0 because I have no points? Now, somebody here in the chat has made a good point where somebody's like, you should really take something up to 5 because that's where the game is going to start to break. Or actually, that's where the game is going to shine because it shows where a person breaks because you are too much and not enough. So how about this? What if each of us picks where we want to have our 5?
Okay. We're definitely putting a 5 in.
I mean, it would lead to I agree with this person. I think.
Can you go back to the 4 skills so I can see them?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna write this out. I feel like beef is a wall of muscle and meat, so my 5 is probably going to be in physique or motorics.
Yeah. I mean, boy, what if, what if, I mean, how bad could this be? Like, how bad, what if I did,
Oh no.
Right? But now, what if I did this? So, like, here are I have 5 in intellect, 5 in these, but like I do not listen to or respect my body, and my reflexes and everything are a nightmare. I mean, this is a little perilously close to me just making myself.
What's your signature then? An encyclopedia?
My signature for this would be like, this would be Sherlock Holmes, except he does not poo-poo the supernatural. I think it would be this build. But, you were talking about Dean. And here's the thing. Maybe, I think we're going to enjoy this game no matter what. So I don't think we have to worry about playing antithetical characters.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of divergent paths.
Yeah.
So they can be somewhat similar.
So, and here's the thing. I need more perception than just one. So, and a lot of it, like, we're gonna fuck this game up in our own unique and beautiful ways. So, I think
I did confirm your save file here will go over to Final Cut.
Oh, okay, cool. So what I'm thinking now, I need at least a 2 to just be marginally survivable.
Who is Sherlock Holmes for Supernatural? Is that like Dr. Fate, or is it more John Constantine? Silence. Nobody knows. Nobody knows between Pat and I.
Sherlock Holmes, but supernatural would be... Boy, I've had my camera off because I didn't want to occlude the screen this whole... which is not a downside. I don't think my face adds a lot to this conversation. So I'm thinking if I do...
Ooh, I have an idea now.
Okay, what you got?
Pat, thinking more about DC people, do you know the character The Question?
Boy, only very dimly. I'm not that DC.
Okay, all right. I just, whatever you pick, trust me, I have an idea for how to create an opposite. I've got so many different... I'm going to play this multitudes of times, right? Like this feels like part of it is just seeing how the different archetypes work within the game. Whatever you pick, I'm gonna be fine.
Well, and the thing is, I think no matter what character I build, I am going to regret my choices. It's just I want to regret them in the right way. But in some ways, I think maybe my joy in that last here. And here's the other thing. You know, and here's the thing. We said, I mentioned like, ooh, let's talk at the beginning about like, how do we feel about spoilers, or what do we want to not talk about? Like, do you want to know, like, or what do you know about the base concept of the game?
Literally nothing. I just know everyone has told me that it's my type of game and I would love it because I love, you know, big massive RPGs with a lot of dialogue trees. One of my favorite games is Life is Strange. Love all the BioWare stuff. So this is right up my alley, but I know nothing about the quote unquote story of the game.
What is beautiful to me is there's, you know, like there's always the noir idealized, like sort of the platonic form of the noir cop, which is like they've been spiraling, you know, they've been like riding the handbrake on their handcart to hell for years. Like they sleep in their office, you know, they have like, they mostly eat whiskey, you know, and it's like they make bad choices. They're the person who has made the hard decisions, and this is where it's led them, and they have no money, but you know, and so that is such a fixed conceptual genre thing that people don't even think about it anymore. Mm-hmm. But in my playthrough, at least, and I'm assuming it's fairly universal, it's like you play that guy, except he's not a private investigator, he's an actual cop, and you have bottomed out.
Okay, so you're a down on their luck cop who is he? Are they 2 days to retirement, or are they just washed
More
up?
than bottomed out. Like you've spiraled, and you've been spiraling, and like the only reason, and like everybody knows, like everybody knows. Here's the other thing. Like, I want, in some ways, I want you to be able to play this on your own to get that initial experience in like a pure way. But in some ways, I feel like if I showed you the opening and like how the game opens, then you'll be like, oh, this is the setting for my character to live in. And it might inform how you build your character. You know,
it's two sides to that coin, you know,
which sounds better to you because here's what I'll say. What we could do is, I don't want to, I mean, your thing comes out on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. But so what if before Tuesday we got together again, I finalized my character and I jumped in. That way you could see how the die rolls resolve, what the mechanics actually mean. And you'll also get a taste of the world because like you're playing a version of this character, but it's also, you know, you are you in this world, and where you go is all you, but you have been places too. And those are fixed moments in time.
I'm super down for that. And I just want to point out, somebody in the chat, Reduced Sanity, said, you're a mess of a human being, a cop with divorced dad energy. That's the perfect painting.
Very good. That is a very, like, again, to take it back to Spider-Man, like in the Enter the Spider-Verse, where mm-hmm. the washed up Peter B. Parker. Yeah. Okay. That right. One where like when I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, this is the Spider-Man I never knew I wanted to see. You know,
the Spider-Man I identify with. It kind of sounds like this is, what if Batman wasn't rich? Like, what if Batman did not have money to fall back on?
Oh my God, that would be a funny one to do too. Batman but not rich would be a very good take. Tragic character with no redemption arc. I didn't. What if Batman, instead of seeing a bat, and then learning kung fu for 10 years, instead saw a bat, but he was super high on acid, and it really fucked him up forever, and he just did drugs for 10 years. That's actually, yeah.
That's a Buffy storyline, isn't it? But also, I can see that happening to Bruce Wayne. There's no one to tell us that that's not what's happening. It's just the author, going along with it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'll throw it out there. If you want to get together for an hour, I'll finally bite the bullet and move forward with this character, and you'll see how the opening works and how some of the mechanics resolve. Unless you want that to be like a private moment, like I would respect that because I know, I would enjoy it both ways.
You know what? I'm cool either way. If you want to start even now, that'd be cool. Otherwise, we can do an hour next week, whatever you want to do.
I was going to say an hour next week. I know your tomorrow is busy. We could try to like sneak it in on Monday. I also say my Sunday is very free. Especially if we want to grab an hour then. To try to do it before Tuesday though would be the sort of constraint. But how about this? I'll say I would straight up enjoy showing it to you like in preface of you making a character. I don't think it will ruin anything. But I think it might help you like deal with what I'm dealing with, which is some of these option paralysis things.
For sure. I'm down to see the beginning. That's no problem.
I would potentially jump in right now, except I'm going to have to hop in just a couple of minutes because I've got to go pick up the boys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my Sunday, because my wife's getting the vaccine tomorrow, and I'm trying to play nurse.
Your wife's getting the vaccine tomorrow. I thought there were.
Sorry. Tonight, but who knows how long the side effects will last.
Exactly.
So I want to be available to like be a runner for her. So I don't know.
Nope.
Monday, Tuesday, we're all good.
Cool. So how about this? I'll say, hey, everyone out there in Twitch that we've been ignoring to just talk about this game. That means, Aaron and I are really considering like streaming. I've been wanting to stream kind of more regularly for a while, but things are chaotic. But Aaron and I are thinking about kind of doing a regular stream on Fridays. And when we finalize that, we'll let you know. And there'll be times for it and et cetera. But if you want to catch some of the other ones, please feel free to, follow the channel and make sure your notifications are on. And, that way you can catch it live, especially for the times when we are a little more interacting with chat. The other piece of this is you will get a notification that I have streamed, even if you can't show up for it. You'll be able to then be like, oh, he streamed. I'll go watch that and catch up for the next time. So you'll be able to experience this story from the beginning with us. Because again, this is narrative heavy. And if you miss 2 hours of gameplay, please don't show up in the chat and say, hey, everyone, what's happened over the last 4 sessions? There's going to be a lot. So
we will be taking these down and putting them up on YouTube, though.
Yeah, they will be on YouTube eventually. And the video on demand is, of course, lives here on Twitch for at least 2 weeks. I think maybe 4. So yeah, the hard thing for me will be not now obsessing about this. And I'm actually looking at the art more and more. I got to make sure
That's beautiful.
It's so evocative and it's so appropriate. Aaron, I'm so excited for you.
This was someone's first game, and it makes me tired thinking about how much that must have spent for them.
I don't know for sure, but I guarantee this has been someone's love and passion project. If it has not been that for at least 10 years, more likely 15, I will eat my proverbial hat. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you for coming. Let me show you my Pokemons, which is like this. Again, I've wanted to show all of my friends just look at this. Just look at how you make a character here. No, really, really, please let me talk to you about how you make a character. Look at these stats. Look at this Buck Wild everything. So I'm super curious to see what you come up with too.
I can't wait. I really cannot wait. I'm looking forward to this so much.
Yeah. Cool. So I will say, and hold on, maybe I'll switch back here. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Rest assured that as we progress, we'll find a way to bring Aaron's glorious visage and make it available to you as well. Or maybe we'll make the design choice of like letting you see all of the game and not being troubled by our terrible gargoyle-esque comportments.
Like the art for this game's amazing. That one's hideous. No, that's just Aaron. That's fine.
Yeah. So cool. Aaron, I'll be in touch about setting up a second one. Again, hopefully before Tuesday, because I do not want Tuesday to roll around and have you feel like, oh no, I have to wait for Pat to show me. That would be a crime, and I would have to go to jail for that.
Oh, I'm playing immediately, no matter what. FYI.
Okay, good to know. How dare you, sir? How dare you? You stole fizzy lifting drink. Anyway, I'm going to free Aaron from his endurance vial, and then I'll answer a question or two here real quick, and then see if I can find somebody cool that I can send y'all to on a raid to help spread the word about some beautiful human being that maybe y'all don't know about yet. So thank you so much, Aaron. I'll talk to you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Ba-boop. 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 That's the sound of me closing down Zoom for anyone who's curious. Now, you can still hear the Disco Elysium music in the background, which is disturbing and great. So who else is here on the Twitch? Who do we want to show? Who do we want to show you? Oh God, I'm having to watch my own video and I hate it. Nope. The thing is, I followed a lot of these people a while ago when I was, let's be honest, I was really unhealthy and watching a lot of Fortnite. And I don't want to subject you to just people who play Fortnite. Who do I see here? Scara's kind of, I don't know the game he's playing. Becca. What's this? It looks like, actually, I'm not seeing a lot of my familiar crew. Beth says, your lighting this stream is great. No, it's just that there's sunlight outside coming in my window. It's not something I did. Also, my light is always great. It's very intentional. Where am I? Who can I raid? Any suggestions? I'm just... I mean, Tsukuno is doing Among Us. Among Us is pretty fun. And Tsukuno has an amazing voice. If you've never heard him stream, should we do that? Maybe let's do that. Is Anna Prosser streaming right now? I didn't see her. Somebody said Anna Prosser. I'm not seeing her on here. Am I not following her? I would have swore that I was. What's her handle? Oh, okay. I see it. See, there's so many people that I assume that I'm following. But you know what? I think I have it all queued up to send you all to visit Sakuno, who's playing Among Us. That's fun, lighthearted. His voice is amazing. And I know that like he is gentle and kind in his streaming, because I've watched him and his friends play various different things. But again, thank you all for showing up. Let me see. I'm going to start a raid. And I will be streaming probably in just a couple of days. Feel free to follow the channel, and so you get a notification when that happens, or just stroll by next time. I will see you all before too long, and go say howdy to them over there. I'll talk to you later. Bye.